A quiet calm settles in like the world has finally paused just for a moment. And somehow, it always leads back to you. You're the one I think about. Again and again, right now, the world of When Calls the Heart is alive with excitement. There's a kind of electricity in the air, the feeling that something big is coming. And with season 14 slowly approaching, this feels like the perfect moment to break everything down and explore what lies ahead. Because this next chapter, it's not just another season, it's shaping up to be something unforgettable. Unanswered questions, emotional storylines, long-awaited returns, and at the center of it all, a story that still has so much left to say. I think LJ just wants his father to feel real. Music. And maybe, just maybe, telling those stories is where everything begins. One of the biggest mysteries still hanging over the show is the fire that destroyed Benson Hills. What really caused it? Was it an accident or something more? And could Cooper and Toby have unknowingly played a role in it? But that's not even the biggest shock, because in a twist no one truly expected, Lori Loughlin is coming back. Yes, after everything that happened, after years away, she is officially returning to When Calls the Heart. And that changes everything. So let's take a deeper look. Let's connect the dots, and let's try to understand where this beloved story is heading next. For longtime fans, When Calls the Heart has never just been a show, it's been a journey, a story built on resilience, faith, and the strength to rebuild after loss. Created by Michael Landon Jr. and Brian Bird, and inspired by the novels of Jeanette Oke, the series takes us back to the early 1900s, into the rugged beauty of Western Canada. From Coal Valley to Hope Valley, we've watched a small town grow into something much more, a place filled with heart, hope, and humanity. At the center of it all is Elizabeth Thatcher, a woman who left behind comfort and privilege to build a life in a community she barely understood at first. But over time, she didn't just adapt, she became part of its soul. And as her story grew, so did the world around her. What started as a simple narrative became a rich tapestry of love, hardship, and transformation. And then there was Abigail Stanton. Played by Lori Loughlin, Abigail wasn't just another character. She was the emotional backbone of the series. Her story took a devastating turn when a mining disaster claimed her husband, her son, and many of the town's men. It was the kind of loss that could break anyone. But Abigail didn't break. She grieved, yes, deeply and honestly. But she also stood back up. She became a leader, a source of strength, a steady presence for everyone around her. She became the heart of Hope Valley. That's why her sudden departure hit so hard. In 2019, Lori Loughlin became involved in a major college admissions scandal alongside her husband, Massimo Giannulli. The fallout was immediate. She was removed from the show, and Abigail's story was abruptly cut short. The explanation given was simple. She had left to care for her sick mother. But for fans, it never felt complete. It felt like something important had been taken away too soon. After serving a short prison sentence, Loughlin disappeared from the Hallmark world for years. And for a long time, her return felt impossible. But now, against all expectations, it's happening. When Calls the Heart has been renewed for season 14, and Lori Loughlin is officially returning as Abigail Stanton. Production is expected to begin in Vancouver with a planned release in 2027. Reports suggest she will appear in multiple episodes, her first return to the main series in years. And this isn't just a small cameo, this feels like something much bigger. Hallmark has made it clear that Abigail's story still matters, that her character represents hope, connection, and everything this show stands for. And in many ways, her return feels like the show itself is coming full circle. What makes this even more interesting is that this return didn't come out of nowhere. There was a quiet step before this, a moment many people almost overlooked. In the spin-off, When Hope Calls, Abigail made a brief appearance. She spent time with her adopted son, reconnected with her past, and even experienced a deeply emotional moment involving Jack Thornton. It was subtle, gentle, but meaningful. Looking back now, it feels less like a cameo and more like a doorway reopening, a way of reminding fans who Abigail is and why her story isn't finished yet. Meanwhile, season 13 has already delivered one of the most intense storylines the show has ever seen. A wildfire. Sudden, unstoppable, and terrifying. Hope Valley survived, but Benson Hills did not. It was completely destroyed. And now, one question remains. What caused it? Mayor Lee Coulter believes he has the answer. His suspicions point toward A.J. McGinty, a man who strongly opposed the creation of Goldie National Park. The motive is there. The tension was real. But this story isn't that simple, because then there's Cooper and Toby, two boys, one small detail. A meal, a fire. What seemed insignificant at first now feels important. Maybe they lit a small campfire. Maybe something went wrong. Or maybe they only think they caused it. That's the brilliance of the show. Nothing is ever exactly what it seems. Even the electric company, responsible for bringing new technology into Hope Valley, could be part of the story. Every possibility is still on the table. And that's what makes this moment so exciting. Because everything, every mystery, every character, every emotional thread is starting to come together. And at the center of it all is a return that no one thought possible. So now the real question is this. What happens when Abigail Stanton walks back into Hope Valley after all these years? Is this a permanent return? A new beginning? Or a final goodbye done the right way? No one knows for sure. But one thing is certain. When that moment comes, it won't just be another scene. It will be a moment fans have been waiting years to see. And it might just change everything. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.